People of YouTubes, we are back. Got a few new bits and pieces, nothing too exciting, only some handbrake cables which we've actually had real trouble sourcing. We've got brand new ones, they're not OEM, but they should hopefully do the trick. And we've also got, as I mentioned before, Dan very kindly bought a short boss and a Gen 2.5 quick release for my birthday. So those are here. We haven't got the wheel yet. I've ordered the wheel from Tegawa, but it's not come yet. They very kindly also did us a really good deal on the steering wheel. So we'll get these bits on. I'll show you this now. So this is the quick release. So nice chunky, it's got the sort of handles on it as well, so that's that. And short boss, so that will mate up with the quick release quite nicely. Probably not that side, probably wrong side, I don't know. Yeah, it is, it goes there, goes something like that. And yeah, like I say, we can get that on once the wheel comes. We've gone for a personal grinter, so it's not the Neo grinter. I was looking what the difference was today, and I think it literally is just the length, or the, yeah, so the length from the centre to the bottom of the steering wheel looks slightly different. So if anyone's wondering, that's my best guess at what the difference is. And yeah, hopefully we can get them on shortly. Bought a new oil cap from Tegawa as well. Just a plain black oil cap that should hopefully go in the bay quite nicely to replace the OEM plastic one. Yeah, I'll pop you down. We'll crack on with getting these handbrake cables installed. As with most things we do, we thought the handbrake cables were going to be a quick, simple job. And in reality they were, but it's really hard with the tank up because the mounting points are behind the fuel tank. We were going to try and install the steering wheel, well not the steering wheel because we haven't got it yet, but the hub and the quick release. But we haven't got the bits that we need to make the horn work, so we need slightly more information from the interwebs. Might ask on 4G UK and see if anyone knows what they're doing with it, but at the moment we don't really have a clue. We need some sort of contact to make the make this work. So on the back of our 89 steering wheel we've got like a gold ring, the same on the back of our hub, but our steering column doesn't have the contact to make the horn work, so we need to find one of those or find out how to wire it up, because
Carl stole ours.
The steering wheel's from an 89, which is obviously the car. The loom's from a 91, so I assume they changed something between then. So we'll look that up, try and get the steering wheel on next time. That's either going to come tomorrow or the next day. And I assume I'll be merging this footage because there won't be enough for a full episode. So when we see you again, it'll probably be in a few days' time. Hopefully we'll get the horn working. So we'll see you then. I'm here, it's minus 1,000 degrees. I got stuck in straight away and changed the sensor that I managed to mangle. So basically what that sensor does is send a coolant reading to the clock so that we know if the car's heated up, overheating, etc, etc. I've put the oil cap on. In the picture it was just a plain black billet cap and it's come with the Tegawa logo on, so that's a bit misleading, but I don't actually mind it. If it does bug me or Dan, then I'm sure we can get some sort of sticker to go over it, but I think it looks better than the OEM cap. It goes pretty nicely with the K20 dipstick. I'll get that out of the way.
Brakes are almost bled. As per usual, we've gone a bit overboard with the protection. Don't like to spill any brake fluid, do we, Robert? So far we did go around the whole thing and make sure that everything was tight. So far we've found one leak because neither of us thought to check the banjo bolts onto the brake caliper. So this one was a little bit loose, but it's all tight now, isn't it?
Fixed it, mate.
Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Alright, so that's probably boring, they'll probably be edited out, so we're just on to the last one, and then we're going to try and stamp on the brakes and hope that nothing leaks.
Hello, how you guys doing? We're back here again, quite obviously. I think Dan might have already said this, but we've been working for probably the best part of 2 and a bit hours now, but I haven't done any filming.
12.
Huh?
I'm at 12.
12 what? No, it's 1 o'clock now. Sorry, Dan's just thinking he's a top carrot when he's not. We've done quite a lot of stuff, but it was all pretty trivial, boring bits and pieces. So we found, well, firstly we decided that we'd do a bolt check because obviously that's a good thing to do, and that paid off pretty well because we found loads that were loose or just weren't tight enough. So we've tightened all that up. I have gone round and marked the positions of all the bolts, so you probably can't see in there actually. Can you see down on here? Yeah, you can see on there. So you can see on those 2 LCA bolts and on the caliper here, I have marked the positions of the bolts, and I think that's just good practice because then we can see once we use the car whether any of the bolts have undone themselves. So I've gone round the entire bottom of the car, we've checked absolutely every bolt on here, and everything is now tight. So if they work their way loose, we can tell straight away. So we did that. That took us the majority of the time just to get to the awkward bolts and things like that. But you'll also notice that the steering wheel is no longer in its packaging, and that is because it's now installed. So really happy with how that looks. It's got the NRG short hub and the quick release on there as well, and we're still yet to figure out how to sort of wire the horn up, but I'm sure we'll get that in good time. Obviously we need that for an MOT, and it obviously would not pass an MOT without that. So that's got the nice sort of wings on the back of it with the finger plates in it. So that looks really cool, and yeah, pretty standard quick release, but that's wicked. We're going to get the other seat in, give it a quick hoover out, and then it's ready to get the wheels on and give it a test drive. Oh, I also forgot to mention that we bled the brakes the last time we were here. Our new brake lines, I'll show you from the other side actually, are pretty smart. So we managed to get the length spot on this time. So the lines come from the prop valve under the dash there all the way down here, split, go either way, and then obviously you can see that one goes into the wheel well there, and this one over here. So they're all on, nice. You can't see that side, but there is now a 45-degree fitting that goes through there to through to the car. So that's all good. Again, running 621 coilovers. Thanks to Adam and Peck for doing us a solid deal on those. And yeah, we'll get everything back on. Need to get the bonnet catch back on temporarily, then we can take it for a spin. So I need those for work, you prick.
Just in case you couldn't see me, isn't it?
You are such a prick. Right.
What are you doing, Rob?
Going for a race.
Going for a what?
Just need some fuel.
Oh, so do I actually. So, I don't know why. I said Rob could reverse it out. So he's the first person to drive it. I suppose I actually know why, because I drove it on the axle stands the other day. So we know that the clutch will engage in all 6 gears and everything else, but we haven't actually tried to move it under its own power with the wheels on the floor yet, so first time. Oh! Wait for me!
I can't see anything either.
Shit, son! That's the stick. The clutch is good.
That's our full pedal. All right.
We do have some sort of speedo fault.
That's right. Steering's quite heavy. Right, Mr. Bean.
Oh, it bites nicely, doesn't it?
The brakes are shit, by the way. So there you have it, guys. The car's started, we've taken it on its first trip-ish. The brakes are absolutely awful, so we're going to need to do something about that, but not the end of the world, really. The main thing is that it drives, I suppose, so yeah, going to check over everything, make sure it's all good, and I guess take it for another test, see what it's like. As you've probably just noticed, we got rather excited, so I have no idea whether that footage is any good. But where the camera was, I got a bit excited, so it's probably pointing at the floor for most of it, so apologies for that. But the car moved out under its own power, and yeah, really pleased with it. There's not too much that we need to fix. We've got a couple of little sort of underlying issues that we knew about before we even started it up that have sort of made themselves known when we drove it around, but the brakes are a little bit spongy, clutch feels good, and it's just the other little bits and pieces that need some attention. So yeah, I mean, it feels so good to be driving it again, and it feels like the slightest touch of throttle and you shoot off, so it feels like it should be pretty fun. Yeah, what do you think? Well, there you go. So I think we're gonna call it a day.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
We've got done what we wanted to get done. Checked the whole car over. It actually feels absolutely solid. The coilovers are on their softest setting at the moment, and it feels rigid as anything. So I think the cage is definitely doing its job. When you jack it up and try and put axle stands under it, or 4 axle stands under it, one doesn't even touch the axle stand, so it's pretty damn rigid.
We've got a list of things to do.
Dan's made a list. Don't know if you can see that. So those are the bits that we need to sort out. As you saw, the speedo was going a bit haywire, so...
Well, I don't know if you did see that.
Oh no, probably not. I don't know, I was probably videoing the ground. But those are the bits that we need to sort out, so we'll get those done. We've got our MOT booked in for the 21st. So, should be on the road from then. So stay tuned. Watch out for a video around the 21st of January.
And let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think. We're obviously, as you can see, absolutely chuffed with it. And
It's so cool.
And yeah, it's only going to get better from here. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, let us know what you think down below, and we'll see you next time.